Sport is superstition, science, family, drama, love, theatre. It's everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for sports fans that's better. Gamble responsibly.
Hello and welcome to Fox Sports Lab NFL. It is Super Bowl 57. What a game we're in for. We've got the number one passing offense against the number one passing defense. We've got the number one seed out of the NFC, the number one seed out of the AFC. It doesn't get any better than this. Jaymz Clements has been with us right throughout the season, knows everything about sport in America. It doesn't get much better than this. What a game we're in for.
What a setup, Matty. It is so much fun, isn't it? Like, seriously, talking about who might even win this game, it's all up in the air. You've got two of the best teams in the NFL going hammer and tongs on the biggest stage possible. It's a Super Bowl. What more do you need? How great is this?
It's so exciting. What we're going to do today, first up, Freddie Mitchell will join us from Philly as always. And for our first part of the show, we're just going to, for you people that might just join in for the first time of the year, you only look at the Super Bowl, it's the only NFL game you watch. We're going to keep it very simple, very basic for you to have something added, an added flavour to watch the game. Then we're going to delve deep into the Philadelphia Eagles, why they win, some of their main players and why they're going to play well, and the same for the Kansas City Chiefs. But a man who's going to be he's joined us throughout the last 5 weeks, and he's going to be at the Super Bowl. He's former Philadelphia Eagle. He's played in the Super Bowl before. Freddie Mitchell, welcome. Freddie, great to see you as always. Mate, you're going to the game.
Going to the big dance. I cannot wait. This is going to be the most exciting thing you're ever going to see. It's no underdog situation. It's two of the best teams that are coming live to you, and it's going to be a great game.
It is going to be a great game. We're looking at what the experts are saying. The Eagles are the favourites, and it's a 2.5-point spread to the Eagles. Is that about right?
It feels about right, doesn't it, Matty? Because it feels like the Eagles came through this entire playoff run as the most well-rounded team. So you look at it, they've probably got the most units in the game that are probably the more dominant of the two teams. So it's hard to go past them as a favourite, obviously. But this is the thing. When you're trying to go against Kansas City, like, all bets are maybe off. Like, who knows what's going to happen? Mahomes might just go crazy.
Yeah, he could do that. And this is for those of you that do tune in for the first time to watch your only NFL game of the year, is the Super Bowl. Let's talk about who wins. Freddie, we know that you're keen on the Eagles. Tell us why you win.
I think we win because we're the luckiest team. I mean, what season have you went through where you knock out two quarterbacks, you're playing your third-string quarterback, you're playing your fourth-string quarterback, and you get the easy win. And then on top of that, the game before, you get somebody in your division that you know how they play, what they do, and everything else. I think that the Eagles are really, really the luckiest team out there, and I'd rather be lucky than be, skilled any day of the week.
That could be the quote of the year. I'd rather be lucky. I'd rather win lotto than win a Super Bowl. All right, take your Freddie versus Jaymz hat off. Who wins?
It's really hard to go against Freddie and his Eagles. Love Patrick Mahomes. I think this is a massive spot. Andy Reid, great coach. I do love also the over in this. I'm going to say the total points over.
I love the overs as well.
The 50.5 points. I think we sort of see that get hit pretty easily. I just can't go against KC not scoring at least 24, but I think the Eagles score more than that. We hit the over. I think we see an Eagles win.
All right, a lot of punters out there might look at the AFL Grand Final for their only AFL game of the year, and they want first goal scorer. What about first touchdown scorer? There's a couple of names that just jump out at you.
There really are. We've got some big favourites, I think, for this. Jalen Hurts, obviously the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. You could easily see him run one in. I like a bit of a sneaky one, though, for Philly. Dallas got it. The big tight end. He's nicely priced. Don't mind that. But, of course, on the other side is the other big tight end, Travis Kelce. He's a big first touchdown scorer for the KC Chiefs. He's done it like 8 times this season already for that team. Hard to go past those names. You've also got A.J. Brown, big wide receiver. You've got Miles Sanders for the Eagles as well. But I think you've got to go KC, probably Kelce, and probably for Philly, I'd probably lean towards Jalen Hurts.
Who scores the first touchdown, Freddie?
I think, and y'all have to help me out with the name of the running back from the Kansas City Chiefs. What's his name again, Jaymz?
Pacheco.
I'm going with that because it's just different, and in the Super Bowl, people with the big names, they're pretty guarded, so they really slip away. And then with the Eagles, man, I hate when Jaymz is right. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to run the ball and go and get in there, and it's going to be his first touchdown in the Super Bowl. It's going to be great.
And we also talk about the MVP. Now, in NFL football, the MVP is usually the quarterback. Mahomes v. Hurts. Is there anyone outside that can steal it from one of those two?
It's a tricky one, right? Because like, who does Travis Kelce get the ball from? Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
So if he's being thrown touchdowns, like, you've got to be throwing the ball to get the touchdown. If you're Kelce, look, I think Kelce's probably the best sort of outside of the quarterbacks. I mean, you can see the prices there. I'll tell you what though, defenses. We haven't had a defensive MVP since Super Bowl 50 when Von Miller won it. Hassan Reddick could absolutely ruin this game for the Eagles. And on the other side, Chris Jones could do the same for the Kansas City Chiefs. The thing is, we saw last year Aaron Donald absolutely just smashed that game for the Rams and didn't win it. So it's a bit tricky, a bit hard to sort of go past the quarterbacks, or at least maybe a Kelce. So probably lean the quarterbacks and Kelce.
And for fans watching, there's novelty markets galore, but the ones that keep them most, I guess, entertained is the start of the game. The length of the national anthem is huge, and at the end of the game, who's going to win the MVP? But also, at the end of the game, the colour of the Gatorade shower for the winning coach. Tell us a bit more about it, and who do you like?
I just want to know how long we think Freddie would take to sing the national anthem. Would you come in under 2 minutes and 7.5 seconds there, Freddie? What do you reckon?
If I can remember the whole thing, I definitely would. You know, I'd be trying to get through it right away. You know, I don't want to be the, what was the name of the guy? It was Carl something that just wrecked the national anthem. Us athletes can't sing. You know, I would definitely get through it right away, but I would sing it in a country music version because I'm a country music fan. I love country music.
Well, Chris Stapleton singing it, there's the country flavour.
That's exactly right. So Chris Stapleton singing it, there's actually no footage of him singing a national anthem before, so going in a little bit blind, but of course, like at 2 minutes, 7.5 seconds, I'd probably leave.
You're going under.
I'm going to go the under because I just think we've had, I think, only three performers in the past, I don't know, 13, 14 years go above that sort of line. And one was a duo, one was Lady Gaga, another one was Alicia Keys. Chris Stapleton, he might throw a 47-second guitar solo in there and ruin it for all of us, but I kind of think he hits that under. He's gruff, he's awesome, I can't wait. He will lean on it a little bit and make you sweat, but I still think we get the under there. In terms of other ones, Gatorade, do we have any sort of inside goss from Freddie? Because I think if the Eagles win this, I think green-yellow
Do we go with the colours of the teams?
I think you've got to go similar to the colours of the teams, right? Green-yellow for Philly and orange if you think Kansas City are going to win. I don't know, does Freddie have any inside goss on his Eagles? That's the question.
I thought it was going to be orange, actually. You know, I thought it would definitely be orange or blue, but I'm going to go with orange. I'm just going to go and just devil's advocate everything. You know, I think orange is going to be the color, orange or red.
All right, there you have it, a couple of novelties. There's plenty available as well as the colour of Rihanna's outfit, some of the songs she sings. But Super Bowl 101, Philly to win. MVP we talked about, maybe Jalen Hurts, and then we talk about who gets the first touchdown and as well. So good luck with that. We're going to take a break. On the other side, we're going to take a closer look at the Eagles, who, when, why and how.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.